All right, what's going on, guys? We might have just witnessed one of the most significant events of our lifetime. February 27th, 2020, the great OnlyFans leak of our generation. A day that will go down in the history books. So, real quick, let me just explain for those of you that are somehow unaware of the situation. A few days ago, there was a huge OnlyFans leak making its way across the internet. I actually learned about it on Twitter, but this wasn't any ordinary leak, okay? This was a 1.6 terabyte leak of OnlyFans content. Now, I want to just do some math real quick to kind of put that in perspective of how much that actually is. So 1 terabyte is equal to 1,000 gigabytes. Now, like the average game that you download digitally, at least for like major titles, right, is let's say around 50 gigabytes, right? So basically, this leak would be the equivalent of downloading every single Call of Duty that's ever been made, starting with the very first Call of Duty like 15 years ago or whatever. And actually, that would still be less than what was in this leak. Like, that's how much ass was posted in this leak, okay? That's a lot of ass. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did check it out, okay? There were a lot of names on there. I didn't count, but I think it's safe to say that there were at least 500 different names on there. Also, real quick, if you're looking for the link or whatever and you missed it, I'm not sure you're going to be able to find it very easily at this point, because even on the original day, the links were getting taken down like pretty quick, and now it's been a couple days. So, I mean, I'm sure it's out there on the internet somewhere, but you might have missed out, man. That's all I want to point out. Anyways, so out of these like 500 or so names, I probably only recognized like 25 names, and that's being kind of generous. It might not have even been 25. Maybe my horny level is, just not high enough yet. I'm still like 3rd prestige. If you a horny prestige master, a true connoisseur, you probably would have recognized more names on there than me, but a lot of them just, I really have never seen before. But anyways, out of the names that I did happen to recognize, probably like, I don't know, 10 to 15 of them were what I would like to call a professional, if you know what I mean. Like, we've already seen their full catalog of content on the hub. I mean, everyone has their own opinion, of course, but in my opinion, I don't really care about, what you got going on OnlyFans when I've already seen what you got going on with the full access 1080p 60 FPS HD quality videos on the hub. You know what I mean? Like, if I've already seen that, I'm not really worried about the OnlyFans. You know what I mean? That's just me. Obviously some people might feel differently about that, but the ones that I find interesting are more so what I would consider like the regular girls, if that makes sense. I mean, I think there were even some guys on there as well. I mean, I didn't click on them, but it was nice to see some equality at least, Anyways, I did happen to see some like Instagram models and Twitter famous girls, some Twitter thoughts. I did recognize some of those. So, I did have to, take a sneak peek inside those folders. But overall, I didn't find it that amazing, because if I didn't recognize the name, I didn't really bother checking it out, because you don't really know what you're going to get. It's going to be a surprise. Well, let me explain. So if you didn't see what it looked like or whatever, basically the way it was set up was there was like, a list of like the 500 different folders, and then each folder had the name of the person on it. So you actually couldn't see what was in there without clicking on each individual folder. And then once you click on that folder, there was like subfolders inside of it. It was like separated to like, videos, pictures, whatever, right? It was a bunch of like folders you had to go through before you actually see anything, you know what I mean? So I wasn't about to sit there one by one clicking on 500 different folders, each one like sorting it out and shit. Like, I don't got time for that, bro, okay? It's not that serious, especially when you don't know what you're gonna get. You could click on a folder, it maybe has a cool name, an interesting name, like, hey, wonder what this is all about. Click on it, and it's something disgusting, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, whoa, I didn't want to see that, you know what I mean? So I just didn't do that, man. I wasn't about to sit there and look at each one. Maybe some weirdo with some time sat there and clicked on every single folder. You know, I salute you, my man, you know, but I don't got the patience for that, all right? That's just too much for me. Now, a question you might be asking yourself is, well, how did this whole thing happen, right? This is a lot of content to get leaked, right? Well, we actually have a statement from OnlyFans themselves, and they said, "We have investigated claims of a site-wide hack and found no evidence of any breach of our systems," a spokesperson for OnlyFans told BuzzFeed News. The content contained in the supposed leak seems to be curated from multiple sources, including other social media applications. So basically, they're saying that this was just put together by, I don't know how many people, probably a lot of people who, you know, just subscribe to people's OnlyFans, and they're claiming some of it came from other social media as well. So basically, I think like a group of people just, you know, bought some OnlyFans, did some investigation around the internet, pulled a bunch of stuff on people, and like pooled it all together into like one big library or whatever, and then, you know, released that shit to the world. So, you know, salute to these hardworking men, all right? They have risked it all for the betterment of mankind. Now, the reason I say that they have risked it all is because apparently some of these girls are considering legal action in response to this event. Now, just a disclaimer real quick, okay? I'm not a lawyer, all right? I'm just here to give you my opinion using common sense and my brain. If any legal experts would like to explain it a little bit better in the comment section, go ahead. But basically, the claim is that all of this content falls under copyright law, and these girls are like going around saying on Twitter and stuff how they're gonna sue anyone who is, you know, downloading or distributing this content. Now, sure, it might actually be protected under copyright law. I get it. Okay, that's fine. But from that step to actually like taking it to court and, you know, suing people, like that's a big jump right there, right? That's a whole different game, right? I mean, let's just think about something for a second, okay? Right now, literally from your device that you're watching this video on, you know, whether it's a phone or a computer, whatever, you can pretty much pull up any movie or any TV show for free without paying for it, right? If you know the correct places to look. Anytime there's a sporting event, you can pull up a live stream of it on the internet for free. You don't have to pay for the pay-per-view, all that, right? Now, that is affecting billion-dollar corporations, companies that have like actual power and influence in the world and money, you know, not to mention the money that buys unlimited resources that they could use to, you know, put a stop to this and to take people to court. And they have been trying for decades to stop this from happening, and they can't. But some of these girls are under the impression that, you know, apparently they can do something from their bedroom with their local, you know, Craigslist lawyer. Like, apparently they're gonna do something. So let's just come back to reality, maybe, okay? Like let's really think about what we're saying here and like just use our brain a little bit, you know? Let's just try to do that. Honestly, you should just accept it. This is part of what comes with your job. There's nothing you can do about it. The sooner that you just accept that it's gonna happen, I think the happier you will be. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I don't know when this video will be uploaded. Probably either Monday or Tuesday, but I am getting my wisdom teeth taken out, so I'm not really sure how that's going to affect me exactly. But, you know, if I can't talk, then I obviously can't make a video, or I won't be able to stream either. So I would think that I would at least be like okay by the weekend, so maybe we can stream this weekend at least, and then I can get back to making videos. But we'll have to see. I don't know. I'll update y'all on Twitter on what the situation is, you know, as we go. I'm really not sure what to expect as of right now. Also, I have been uploading my stream highlights on the second channel. You guys should definitely check that out. The channel is just OMG It's Birdman 2. Link is always in the description. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.
can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right.